For years, the galaxy spoke of many strange things: lost planets, ancient machines, forgotten empires. But one rumor was always bigger than the rest. A rumor so old and so frightening that most species refused to even say the name: humans. Some said humans were only shadows from ancient stories. Others believed they were warriors who once walked the stars and disappeared after one final, terrible war. Most people laughed at the idea. Humans? Just legends, they said. Nothing more. But everything changed on a quiet evening inside the Varkon Star Council. A strange signal appeared on their long-range scanners. It was strong, sharp, and unlike any known technology. The sound pulsed like a heartbeat. The signal repeated again and again, carrying a pattern no one could understand. Commander Rello stared at the glowing screen with cold fear. This matches the old myth, he whispered. No one wanted to say it, but everyone was thinking the same thing. The signal felt human. The Council ordered a scout fleet to investigate. 5 ships jumped into the dark outskirts of the galaxy, where light moved slowly and silence felt heavy. The space there was empty, too empty. Then it happened. A massive shadow emerged from a nebula cloud. A giant ship, silent and dark, moving with purpose. The scouts froze. The craft looked nothing like any modern design. Its surface was covered in scars, old armor plates, unknown weapons. Ancient yet powerful. "Identify yourself," the alien commander shouted. No answer. The ship drifted closer, calm and fearless. Its engines lit up with a cold white glow, as if waking from a long sleep. And then, without warning, the ship sent out a single message, a message strong enough to shake the entire galaxy. Humans were returning. The alien scout ships did not move. No one dared to. The giant craft drifting before them felt like a ghost from an ancient age, quiet, patient, and impossibly strong. Its dark hull absorbed the starlight, giving it a shape that looked almost alive. Commander Teller tried to steady his voice. "Scan it." Full power. The scanners activated and then instantly failed. Error. Error. Unknown material. Unknown shielding. Unknown energy. Nothing could break through the ship's armor. It was like scanning a star. The alien crew began to panic. "Sir, this technology is thousands of years ahead of us." Telleter swallowed hard. Impossible. But deep down, he already knew the truth. This was a ship from the old stories. The ship the elders whispered about. The ship of the humans. As the scouts watched, the warship rotated slowly, revealing enormous engines that glowed a cold blue. Its surface was covered in markings, old battle scars, ancient symbols, and strange metallic patterns unlike any known engineering. "It's studying us," one officer said quietly. Still, there was no communication, no threat, no movement of weapons. The human ship simply existed like a titan waking from sleep. Then something unexpected happened. A long, deep hum spread through space. The massive ship powered up, not its cannons, but a large beacon mounted at the center of its hull. Light burst from it, forming a pulse that traveled far into the darkness. "It's sending a message," Teller said. "To who?" Seconds later, the answer appeared. Space ripped open as another ship arrived. Then another, and another. Their shapes were sharp, silent, and terrifyingly advanced, just like the first one. The crew stared in horror as the truth became clear. The first ship was not alone. The humans had returned with an entire fleet. One by one, the human warships appeared from the darkness. Silent flashes of white light, like stars being born in the wrong place. The alien scouts counted them in fear. 5, then 10, then 20. Each ship was bigger, darker, and more advanced than anything the galaxy had ever built. Their hulls looked ancient but strong, as if they had survived wars older than recorded history. The ships moved with perfect coordination, forming a formation so precise it felt mechanical. Commander Teller could not breathe. This is a full battle fleet. His officers stared at the screens with shaking hands. "But why now?" one whispered. What woke them up? The human ships did not fire. They did not threaten. They simply drifted into position, surrounding the first ship like loyal guardians. Their engines glowed with a strange white-blue energy that did not match any known reactor type. Finally, after long minutes of silence, the first human ship opened a communication channel. A voice, deep, calm, old, echoed through every scout ship. "We have returned." The translation system struggled. The voice carried weight, history, and sorrow. It was not a threat. It sounded like a warning, or maybe a promise. The alien council, watching through live transmission, fell into chaos. Some species demanded immediate surrender. Others wanted to launch their entire fleets. Many believed a human invasion had begun. But something did not feel right. The humans did not expand their formation. They did not activate weapons. Instead, the beacon on the main ship kept pulsing into deep space, sending the same message again and again, as if calling out to someone or something. Commander Teller leaned forward. "They're not here to fight us. They're waiting for something." And far beyond the edge of the galaxy, something finally answered the humans' call. The signal from the human beacon traveled far, much farther than any alien technology could. It moved through empty space, old battlefields, and forgotten star systems. Everywhere it passed, ancient machines woke for a moment, as if remembering an old master. In the Varkon Council Chamber, fear spread like fire. Why did they return? What do they want from us? Are the old legends true? A researcher played a file, the oldest human record the galaxy had. A shaky hologram appeared, showing humans thousands of years ago. Explorers, soldiers, builders. Their ships were different back then, smaller and less armored, but their eyes carried the same fierce determination. Humans left the galaxy after the Great Collapse, the researcher said. They were fighting something we still don't understand. Commander Teller watched the footage, feeling a chill. So they didn't disappear. They escaped. Outside, the human fleet remained silent and perfectly still. The ships looked like they had traveled through hell. Burn marks, strange metallic patches, deep scars that could not be explained by normal weapons. One of Teller's officers zoomed in on a hull marking. "Sir, this symbol is not from any known species." It wasn't alien. It wasn't natural. It looked like a warning. Before anyone could speak, the largest human ship suddenly rotated, aiming toward the empty edge of space. Its engines brightened, and its shields flared with power. A quiet alarm echoed across the alien fleet. "Something's coming," Teller said. The humans sensed it first. Moments later, deep space twisted like liquid. A rupture formed, a tear in reality itself. Dark shapes moved inside it. Cold, massive, hungry. The humans did not move backward. They moved forward, as if they had waited centuries for this enemy to return. The tear in space widened, spreading like cracked glass across the stars. A deep, low vibration rolled to the void, so heavy that even the alien ships felt it. Lights flickered, engines weakened, fear rose everywhere. But the human fleet stayed calm. Their ships shifted formation with precise, silent discipline, creating a defensive wall between the alien scouts and the growing cosmic terror. It was the kind of movement no modern fleet could copy. It was too fast, too coordinated, too practiced. Commander Teller whispered, almost without breath, "They've faced us before." The tear finally split open. From inside, enormous dark creatures emerged, shaped like twisted machines mixed with living shadows. They had no eyes, no mouths, only glowing red lines that pulsed like veins of fire. Their presence felt wrong, as if they were not meant to exist in any normal universe. Panic erupted across the alien channels. What are those things? Are they alive? Why are they coming here? A sudden transmission cut through the noise. It was the humans. A single calm voice spoke. "Do not engage. Fall back. This enemy is ours." The word shook the galaxy. Ours. Like humans had ownership of this nightmare. Teller opened the channel. "Why are they attacking? What do they want?" For the first time, the humans explained. "These creatures destroyed our old homeworlds. We fought them for centuries. When the Great Collapse began, we left the galaxy to track them. Now they have returned. And so have we." The enemy swarm charged, tearing through space with unnatural speed. But the human warships met them head-on. Their weapons lit up the void, bright, controlled, terrifying. As the first blast shook the darkness, Teller finally understood. The humans hadn't come to conquer the galaxy. They came to save it. The alien fleets trembled as the humans unleashed their full power. Every ship moved like a living weapon. Shields glowing, engines burning with white-hot energy. Their tactics were flawless, almost impossible to predict. Every enemy's strike was met with counterstrike before it even landed. Commander Teller watched in awe as humans fought, not recklessly, but strategically. Ships darted and spun, forming barriers, attacking weak points, and retreating with perfect timing. The dark enemies swarmed like a storm, but the humans controlled the battle as if they were born for it. From the edge of space, alien leaders saw a truth they had ignored for centuries. Humans were not myths. They were warriors, protectors, and survivors beyond imagining. Legends were true. The enemy creatures shrieked in waves that bent space, but the humans' weapons tore through them with precision. One by one, the dark shapes fell, dissolving into sparks of shadow that vanished into nothingness. Humans spared no life unnecessarily, but every strike carried unmatched power. Slowly, the battle shifted. Alien fleets, inspired and awed, joined alongside the humans. Together, they pushed the enemy back. Every moment felt epic, every maneuver heroic. Finally, after hours of relentless combat, the last shadow fell. Silence returned to the galaxy. Stars twinkled normally once more. The human warships hovered, engines dimming but still alert. The threat was gone for now, but the legend remained. Commander Tellerer spoke through the comms, voice trembling. They saved us all. The legends were real. A human captain replied simply, "We are here to protect, not to conquer. Remember this day." Humans are always watching, always ready. The galaxy would never forget. The myths of humanity had become reality. Stories that once terrified now inspired hope. And for the first time in countless millennia, the universe knew humans were no longer just legends. They were the true guardians of the stars.